Good morning, doctors. Welcome again. Today we are going to discuss about orthopedics MCQs image based. This is really very much important for all of your exams like NEET, PG, AIMS, DNB, PGI, and for U assembly also. Let's start. First, identify the fracture. C. So this is the fracture of clavicle, visible fracture of clavicle. First option is right. C. In a marked case, this is a fracture of clavicle. Now, they asking the fracture here, dislocation. What kind of dislocation here? There is no fracture. So this is the anterior dislocation of shoulder. C. Anterior dislocation of shoulder is visible. Now, in this image, identify the fracture. So this is a fracture of supracondylar humerus. This is an supracondylar humerus fracture visible. C. This is a supracondylar fracture of humerus. Now, identify the fracture. Read all four options. And answer here is Montesia fracture. This is known as Montesia fracture. This is visible. Okay. Now, identify the fracture. So, this fracture with the circle they indicate it's Cooley's fracture. This is Cooley's fracture. Okay. Hope it's clear. Now see what kind of fracture this is. This is Smith's fracture. Smith fracture. Smith fracture. Now Smith fracture is the distal radius with palmar displacement. Okay. Now identify the fracture. Firstly, identify this bone. This bone is scaphoid. So fracture of scaphoid bone. Now identify the fracture. See here in a circle, it's a Bennett's fracture. Bennett's fracture. Bennett fracture is a abductor pollicis longus tendon. Okay. Identify the X-ray. What is this? This is a hangman fracture, like appearance of Scottish dog. Hangman fracture. Okay. Fracture of pars interarticularis of C2 vertebra with traumatic spondylolisthesis of C2 and C3. It's a basically a fracture dislocation, mode of injury, extension with distraction. Okay. Now, identify the fracture. This is what? This is femur and neck of femur. So, fracture of neck of femur. This is a fracture of neck of femur. Now, identify the image. This image is uh, posterior. So, what is this? This is dislocation of hip posteriorly. Yeah. Now, identify the fracture. The bone is it talus. So fracture of talus bone. Talus. Now, identify the indication in X-ray. So what is this? This is Hawkins sign. Hawkins sign. Okay, this is Hawkins sign. Now, identify the deformity. Deformity here is Erb's palsy. Erb's palsy. Three circles. Now, injury of Erb's point is C5 and C6 upper trunk. What is this? It's very much clear. It's claw hand, but by which nerve? Ulnar nerve. Okay, ulnar claw hand. Now, identify the X-ray. What is this? With arrow mark, giant cell tumor. This is giant cell tumor. Giant cell tumor. Okay. Identify the tumor here. This one is Ewing sarcoma. Ewing sarcoma. Yeah. Identify the infection here. This infection is chronic osteomyelitis. Chronic osteomyelitis. Visible. See the deformity in 2019 NEET PG, same image you are given. So this is an rheumatoid arthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis. Yeah. Identify the X-rays. This indicates osteoporosis. This image is osteoporosis. Okay. Hope till here it's clear. Now, identify the condition. This is an avascular necrosis head of femur visible in this image. Avascular necrosis head of the femur. Okay. Now, identify the condition. This is myositis ossificans. Myositis ossificans. Now, identify the appliance. So, what is this? Public harness. Public harness. Identify the disease. This is CTEV, clubfoot. Now, identify the disease. This is visible. This is a rickets in child. Rickets. Identify the image given. What kind of image this is? This is like a jacket. So, this is Minerva jacket. Minerva jacket. For stabilization of fracture of cervical spine, we use this. Identify the object. This is Hook Owen Thomas splint. Thomas splint. Initially made to support the TB of knee, now also used to support the fracture around the shaft of femur. Okay. Name the instrument Iliarov fixator. It's a scientist who discovered this is Iliarov fixator. Yeah. Used for elongation of bone or to cover the segmental loss of bone. Okay. Identify the prosthesis. So with this dark image, this is Austin Moore prosthesis. Austin Moore is different, and with this image, this is Thompson prosthesis. Thompson, and this one is Austin. So guys, finally, thank you. Good day, goodbye. Hope this image based orthopedics MCQ you like it. If you have any queries, any question, you can ask me, and if you still not subscribe my channel, please subscribe it. Thank you, good day and goodbye. That's all for today.